So now we got the flow going.
What I do, put the water hose in the bucket. Come on, we gotta hurry. Get the bucket out of your house before it overflows.
Look at me.
The first person to comment under my next video, they will be... What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, first off, my hair is very messy because, well, it is the morning time. But also, I want to say that at the end of this video, I'm going to be talking about a giveaway I'm going to be doing. That's right, you guys, a giveaway. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video, so you can, you know, figure out some details about what I'm doing. But today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys just how I clean my tanks and my pond. Now, I'm just going to clean one out. Just going to clean one tank, and I'm going to clean out the pond. And I'm going to show you guys my way of doing it. Some of you guys who are really into this and been doing it for a while, you might not agree with some of my ways and stuff like that. But this is how I've been doing it, you guys, for years and stuff, especially for my fish tanks. So this is just how I do it. I want to show you guys how I do it. Also, you guys, the troll is back, so he will be helping me film. Finally, I got a cameraman. I want to apologize that there was not a video on Tuesday or yesterday, but there is, you know, one today, of course. Reason being, I tried to film 2 different videos. Not a single one worked out. So yeah, we got the troll right here. Look at him. He's watching me film my intro. Didn't I tell you not to come outside? I told you not to come outside until I finish filming. There he goes. Now he's running. Yep, now he's running back inside. Also, you guys, I did get the soft shell turtle to finally eat. I'm going to show you guys that in this video. And also, I'm going to show you guys feeding the red tail and also the baby pockets. I've been getting some people ask me what I feed my red tail. Well, I'm going to show you what I feed him today. Guys, tomorrow, hopefully, me and the troll, we're going to do a crazy video with this kayak right here. I don't know if it'll be the next video, but probably the next video. I'll just have to see. Here's the pond real quick. I also, when I go get the arowana, sometime within the next few videos, I'm going to be getting a UV clarifier for the pond. Just kind of keep it, you know, pretty clean and all that. Because after a few days, after water change, you guys, it just gets green like this. It's kind of like a green murky. That's, you know, algae growth and all that. So, going to be getting a UV clarifier for that. And also, here is the troll as he has appeared again and magically appeared in the kayak. How about that? Now he's running. Yep. There he goes. Don't say that. Alright, you guys, so with all that talking, let's get in with today's video. Alright, you guys, so let me show you the three products that I use. I use this is the, you know, just the conditioner to dechlorinate the water. Aquarium salt, basically don't put this in after every water change, just put it in like after a monthly water change or on like newly set up tanks. And then this Kent stuff, I talked a little bit about this in my last video. And basically, I just put this in after every water change, just about a cap of it in my big tanks, but I have a cap in smaller tanks. And basically, it just makes the water really crystal clear. And then what I use for the water change, just a bucket and the hose. This is a smaller hose, but it gets the job done. You know, they make much bigger hoses than that. But basically, normally I would do like a 50% water change on it. I'm just going to drain it to about right there. They're only going to do about a 20%. I mean, it's already low in water anyways. So let's get it doing it. So what I do, basically, I just get this in here, get the hose in there. Make sure this is in the bucket and make sure it's not up here. This is why I have it in a chair, like obviously because I'm up on the ladder. Don't put this on the floor because the hose is not long enough unless you have like a long enough hose. You're going to have water spewing everywhere once you get a flow going. Start pumping the water once you get a flow going. Alright, so now we got the flow going. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start going into the gravel. You can show me now. Thank you.
I was trying to see how fast the water flow is coming out.
Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going into the gravel. Just kind of, you know, pick it through the gravel. Suck it up. Once you see in the tube that the water's clear just like that, push the water back out and then go into another spot just like that. And the parrotfish are getting very aggressive. Watch this. They don't even want me to come in there. Anyways, clean around stuff. Around objects, a lot of stuff builds up. You don't have to lift it up and all that because, I mean, none of that's really getting into your water that much. But basically, kind of go around the edges of objects so they can see how much darker than like this right here. See, that's not as dark. So, basically, just kind of work your way around the tank. I'm only going to be taking 2 buckets out of this tank. Normally, out of my big tanks, I take like 3 or 4 buckets. Just going to take 2 buckets out, and I'll see you guys then. Alright, you guys, so now that we got all the water drained out that we need, now I'm going to go ahead and take the cartridges out. I'm not going to take the whole filter out itself. I'm just going to take the cartridges out of the filter boxes, just like that. Alright, I'm going to throw them out there. Oh, yep, there goes the bottle. This is maybe one of the parts that some of you guys might not agree with me on. I know this is not the technical way you're supposed to do it, but this is the way that I do it, okay? I know that people say you're supposed to take the water out of your tank that you just changed out and rinse your filters off in that, your cartridges. This is the way I did, okay? So I don't sit there and soak it. I mean, they're not that dirty anyways. Well, maybe this is the front one. Okay, no, they're not even that dirty. So what I do, I just take a rinse, quick little rinsing, shake the water off. That's all I do, just to get the trash off. The reason why you're supposed to put it in your own water, which I totally get that, is to keep the good bacteria in there. There's good bacteria already in your tank and also already in the filter box. All your good bacteria is not on your cartridges, and I'm not even rinsing them off that much anyways. I'm just getting, you know, the surface stuff off. They're not even that dirty for real. So this is how I clean the cartridges, and then after about a month or so, I just go ahead and replace them. Shake the water off, get all that chlorinated water off as much as we can. Alright, so this is the way that I fill the tanks back up. Now I do have a few tanks that are not when the water hose reach. The fish room is right out in that room over there, so obviously I don't use this hose to fill them up. I got another hose around front that I pull around from my front yard to the side. Basically, I used to go bucket by bucket and fill it up. This is how I like to do it now. All I do is put the water hose in the bucket. Come on, we gotta hurry. And then what you're gonna do, don't let it overflow, and you put it right up against your tank. Lift the water hose up. Don't go like this and put it up. And then bam, into the tank you go. Just simple as that. And you just sit here, wait. I know some people might not like doing this because you're putting, obviously, chlorinated water in the tank. It's only in there for a few minutes. That's it. As soon as you get done filling it up, turn the water hose off, and then, you know, dechlorinate it. Fill it up, back into the bucket. We'll make a little mess, but you're going to make a lot more mess taking in buckets and taking out buckets and all that. Get the bucket out of your house before it overflows. Make sure you're close to a door if you're going to do it like this. So, simple as that. Alright, so now, just fill it up. All you gotta do, you don't need a lot of this stuff. Just that cap right there can dechlorinate up to 20 gallons and just half that line. I typically put a little bit more than that because I feel like that's not enough. So we only put about 10 gallons there. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put a little over that line. Some right there, some right there. And there you go, that's all you need. I'm not gonna put any aquarium salt in here today. We'll wait a little more water changes before I do that. Then we're going to pop out our Kent right here. The water's not even that cloudy, but it's got a lot of dirt particles floating around. What this Kent's going to do, I'm going to add a cap full of it. Bam, bam. It's going to add a big white cloud in the water. And it's going to be attracted to dirt particles. And after a few hours of filtering, it's going to eventually make the water crystal clear. Now the pond, I might put a cap of this in the pond, and it can be cleared up in like an hour. If I put a cap of it in here, it may take a whole day for it to get like as crystal clear as it's going to get from the Kent. So you can see the white cloud is starting to make. See that whiteness in the water starting to make? That right there. So what that's doing, it's going and attracting to the dirt particles, and it's going to make them just dissipate, basically. So now what we're going to do, we're going to turn the filter back on. I'm going to turn the light off, then we're going to do a water change on the pond. Now, guys, we're on to the pond now. What I'm going to do, this is exactly how I do the pond. I do a water change on the pond right now just because it gets so murky easily and so green so easily. About once a week. For large ponds, I wouldn't really recommend that, but since this pond's only 120 gallons, and with the gravel and the rocks in there, it's only about 100 gallons, and I don't even fill it up all the way. So, you can do water changes pretty frequently on ponds this size. Think of that as just a big tank. There's some fish keepers that do water changes on their tanks like 2 or 3 times a week, but they just do small water changes. Think of it as just a big pond, as just a big tank, but it's outside, so that way it gets dirty easier. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and unplug this right here. If I can get it to unplug, this thing is sometimes very hard to get off. Okay, there we go. It's unplugged. It's going to turn everything off. No more flow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the pond, not in the pond itself. I'm going to come around here. This is where the filter's at. And it comes from that pump right there. Its tubing is a real small tubing, and the waterfall tubing is a big, big tubing, so it can connect to it. So what we're going to do, we're going to find this tube, which is just right here, the pump tube. And we're going to disconnect it. It's going to let out a little bit of water, but that's okay. Disconnect it like that. See, it's letting out a little bit of water. That's just fine. Pull the hose like that. And what this hose does, It helps, see all these plants that really came out, you guys? When I first planted these plants, they were real, you know, drooped over. These elephant ears look nothing like this a few days ago. But after they settle into the dirt, and the dirt's real moist, and also, this water right here helps fertilize them very well because of fish waste and all that. So, now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to plug it back up. So now what this pump is going to do, is it starts pumping the water out. Just like that. What it's going to do, the water's going to pond up. The water's going to pond up right over here. Then once the dirt cannot drain it anymore, it's going to start flowing. And it's going to start, you know, watering and fertilizing all those plants right there. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes for it to drain. I do actually about a 70% water change on the pond. That way I can get it really crystal clear. But like I said, you guys, we're going to be getting a UV clarifier for it, hopefully within the next few days or so. And hopefully that will keep the water pretty darn clean, a lot cleaner than it is. Alright, you guys, so now we pretty much have the pond where we want it. So now I'm going to go in and unplug it again, so we won't spray water everywhere. So now what I'm going to do, there's a little water right here, but I can feel where it's at, and I'm just going to connect the tubing back there. Just like that. Now the tube is back on there. We're going to cover it back up. You know, of course the dirt's kind of wet right now, but it'll dry up. Plug it right on back up. Alright, now watch. Water's going to start coming out of the waterfall again. And there it is. So now what I'm going to do, now we got to fill it back up. Now before I start filling it back up, see all this dirt start like piled up over there? I'm going to wash that off. Just like that. Wash that off, make the pond just look cleaner. Filter off right there, waterfall. And then there we go. Now, we just fill it back up. And then as it's filling up, what I like to do is look for like pine straw and leaves and stuff like that, and grab them out. So now it's pretty well filled up, and we're done. That's it. That's all I do. Except for when the cameraman gets wet. Alright, you guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and just use the rest of this bottle on the pond, and I'll pour the rest of it in here, like that. And I'm not going to use the rest of the bottle of the Kent on here. Put a cap full of it in there. And then bam, and then we're gonna wait about an hour or two, come back out here, look at the pond. Alright, you guys, so the soft shell, right there, you can go and see him. Once he notices that it's feeding time, that's when he starts getting real fired up. For now, I'm just gonna go and feed these guys. I'll feed all my other turtles and my, you know, Mr. Bass and all them later on today. Gonna feed this guy right here. Oh, get it. There you go. That's a big piece. But once he figures out there's food, you got, oh, now he's buried himself. But this is, you know, you guys know I have had him for about 2 weeks now. If you watched the video when I first got him, I have not been able to get him to eat except for about 2 days ago. I'm gonna go and drop a piece down there and see if he figures out that it's feeding time. Look at him, guys. He's trying. He loves to steal it from other turtles. Oh, he's about to get that piece. Look at him. Look at. Oh, he got it. And that is the soft shell eating. And he loves to steal food from other turtles as well. There's one right there. Let's see if he sees it. He's got one right there, and then one right there by his paw. He's about to get that one. Oh, look at him. Let's see if he finds the one on his shell. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that. Alright, so guys, so now that I've showed you guys the soft shell eat for the first time, let's head aside. We're going to feed the red tail and also the pacus. Alright, so this is thing real quick. I had the lights off. The pacus kind of freaked out. Show them. Pacus get really freaked out, especially big baby ones. So this is what I feed them, and some of my other fish as well. I feed them those little bitty granulous stuff right there. It's not flakes. Hold on, focus, focus. There we go. It's granulous stuff. So what I do, just throw it in there. Even baby pacus, and love to eat a lot. Once they figure out there's food, Powerhead, what it's going to do, you know, just keep cycling it around. They're just going to go in that current, and they're just going to start eating it all up. Watch them. Look at them eat. So the red tail is back up in there, you guys. Basically, what he's going to start doing is going to start smelling that, and that's going to get him to start kind of coming out. But once I put bits and pieces of this tilapia in here, this is just 2 little bitty chunks off the normal fillet that I feed them. I tear off little pieces of this. Pacus will eat a little bit. Once they get full of the granules and a little bit of this, I drop the rest of it in here, and I turn the lights off for the catfish to feel comfortable, and that's when he comes out, and that's when he gets his food. Alright, so now I'm going to drop some little bitty pieces of it in. Pacus, they love this. So they're eating the granules and also the tilapia. Turn this light off right here, that way the pacus can't really see the tilapia as well. They're still hungry. but they're gonna get a lot more filled up. Once I leave away from the tank and this reptile smells this, see how they're attracted to the lights as I went back over there? This guy's gonna venture out, but once he figures it out, see, we've already got some few pieces on the bottom because I turned the lights out. So now I'm gonna go and turn this light out. And now once we leave this room, we're gonna turn all the lights out in here, and he's gonna come out. He's gonna think it's nighttime, and then he'll start going around and scavenging and eating little pieces of tilapia. Alright, you guys, so it's been about an hour. Obviously, the pond's not crystal clear, but you can see to the bottom and stuff that you can actually see the koi down there. I don't know if you guys can see them or not, but it has cleared up some. It's not gonna clear up just tremendously like it used to after water changes because the water has just gotten so green and dirty lately. But we are getting the UV clarifier sometime in the next few videos or so. So now let me talk about the giveaway a little bit. Alright, you guys, so now on to the giveaway. I hope you guys stay tuned to the end of this video. If you did, well, you're about to find out what the giveaway is. So next video, the first person to comment under my next video, they will be giving, they'll be getting this right here. So what this is one of my big reptile filters. Now, this is what I've been, telling you guys that I use in my kiddie pool ponds and stuff like that. This is one of the brand new ones that I bought a few weeks ago and had in the turtle pond. Obviously, we're getting the new filtration system for the turtle pond sometime in the next few videos or so. So that's why I went ahead and I was like, I'm going to give this one away. I know there's a lot of you guys out there. I know I have a lot of younger viewers. Maybe you don't have the money to go out and buy, a filter. This can cost $20 to $30, but it can filter up to 30 gallons. So you can put this in like a halfway filled turtle tank, or you can put it in a turtle kiddie pool pond. However, it is meant for reptiles, so don't fill it up all the way if you're going to put it in a tank or something like that. But I'm going to be giving this away. The first person to comment on my next video, they're going to be getting this. You're just going to DM me on Instagram under fishing_PF. I don't really get on Instagram that much anymore. I just use it for like questions and stuff. I ain't posted in like 2 years. But just DM me your address. Don't DM me during the next video. DM me what I have told who is the exact winner, okay? Alright, you guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope some of you guys learned some things about this video. Just showing you guys how I clean my tank. I also clean my pond. Some of you guys may do it different. Don't give me a whole bunch of hate just because maybe I did something you do differently. Anyways, guys, with that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.